Hello everyone, and welcome to this quick tutorial showing you how to get dozens and dozens of keywords for your Amazon advertising. Okay, you need two things open. The first one is your Amazon browser. The second one is a Google document. Don't open a Word document, do open a Google document, and I shall explain why in a minute. First of all, go to the Kindle store and then type in whatever keyword, whatever genre it is that you write in. So for example, I write young adult fantasy, so I am going to type in young adult fantasy. Now you have one of two things that you can do here. The first one is you could narrow down the category if you wanted to. Obviously young adult fantasy is sort of the largest genre, so I could go down into a smaller one, and I will do that in just a second. The other thing you could do is click straight into see more. So the keywords that we're going to use today are author names. So this is just to show you that there are already some author names here, and if you click into there you will get an entire raft of them. However, I am going to narrow this down just slightly. The reason for that is in targeting authors, you want to make sure that your book is shown to the right audience. So you need it narrow enough that the people that you are targeting will enjoy your book, but not so narrow that you don't have enough keywords. Amazon allows you around 1,000 keywords. And I've seen success with my adverts anywhere upwards from about 300. So let's go into coming of age. Oh, I think I just clicked fantasy. Not doing what I said. Okay, fine. We're in fantasy. I'm going to click coming of age fantasy. Okay, so, and typically this category is not wide enough. Let's go back a step. Okie dokie. So we are in Kindle store, science fiction and fantasy, fantasy. Young adult. So now down here on the left hand panel you have categories, you have series, and you have authors. The key bit is to click into the authors. And what you see here is a list of names and plenty of pages. And each one of these pages will have 3 or 4 or 5 columns of authors. So I am going to Command C and copy this list of authors. And I am going to put this list of authors in my Google document. Now, I just Command V these, so just paste them in, and you'll see there's a problem. Now, this is one of the reasons for using Google documents. I have pasted them here with the hyperlinks attached. Now, that's not going to be any good when you go in and put these keywords into your AMS. So one of the good things about Google Documents is that you can paste without formatting. So if you go to Edit, Paste without formatting, all of that disappears. Now, obviously, you can still see that there are some numbers here against the authors, and we'll get rid of those shortly. So I'm just going to, for the sake of it, I'm going to copy across another section of author names, just so, not following my own advice there, just so that you can see this works with several names. Okay, this is the last section that I will copy here. Right. Next thing we need to do is copy this formula, cut the formula, and I will share this in the post for you. And then what you need to do is a search. So I press Command F, or it might be Shift F, I'm not sure whether you're PC or Mac, but it's very much the same as if you were finding and replacing in a Word document. So I press Command F, I click More Options, and I paste in my formula here and replace with just a space. You want to make sure that you have clicked Match using regular expressions. And you can see it has highlighted all of those numbers here. And then replace all. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is it. It's that simple. Obviously, I've only copied across a couple of pages of authors here, but already you can see there are hundreds of lines of author names. And the more pages that you copy and paste across, obviously the more keywords you'll have. Now, it is worth checking unless you have extensive knowledge about all of the authors here. You might find that some authors aren't appropriate, so it's always worth checking. It might be that they only have one book in your genre, and that perhaps they're a crime author and they only have one young adult novel. It's always worth checking so that you aren't wasting keywords. But that's it. So I hope you found that helpful, and good luck.